Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. The code of this subject is 4024. Today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1 of this subject, and for this purpose we have selected May-June 2024 1-2 paper. In this video, I am going to present you the solution of this paper to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my abilities. And I hope that this video will be very beneficial for you. So let's go to the paper. And here we are. So this is May, June 2024 and 1-2 paper. So let's start today's paper. So here we go. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours. The the calculator is not allowed in this paper. This paper is of 80 marks. The very first question is coming up on your screen. This is question number 1. It's A part. Here are 5 temperatures in degrees centigrade. We have 4, 1, -6, 0, and -2. Write these temperatures in order starting with the lowest. So the lowest temperature here is, I think, -6. Then you have -2. Then you have 0. And then you have uh, 1 and then 4. So let me show you. I have written -6, -2, 0, 1, and 4. So this is the order in which you can write them, starting with the smallest. And from here, the marking scheme, you can see our answer is right. Question number 1, and it's B part. It says, write these numbers in order of size, starting with the smallest. So I will try to make their denominator same. We have 0.45, which means 45 by 100. And then you have, which means 0.45. And then you have 3 by 8. I will multiply upstairs, downstairs with the 25. You get 75 divided by 200. This 2 is cancelled with the 75. You got 32.5 divided by 100, which is 0.325. Now here we have 40%. 40% means 40 by 100. That is 0.40. So we have to start with the smallest. So the smallest one is this one. So this will come first. In the answer, we will write the original number. So 3 by 8. Then we will have this one, which is 40%. And then we will have this one, which is 0.545. So let's check 3 by 8, 40%, 0.45. The answer is right. So let's go to the next question. Question number 2 on your screen, he says A part shade one more small square so that the diagram has one line of symmetry. So if this is the line of symmetry and this is the only line of symmetry, then you can shade this square. So if I shade this square, then this will be the line of symmetry. So let me show you question number 2 on your screen. You can see I have shaded this one, and this is the line of symmetry, and this is the only line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is a line along which if you fold a shape, that figure, both the parts will be exactly matching over each other. Okay, so then their question is shade one more small square so that the diagram has a rotational symmetry of the order 2. Okay, so if in one complete cycle, and these two squares, when you rotate them in one complete 360-degree rotation, they should be fitting on themselves 2 times. So I should shade this one. Okay, so shade this one. What will happen when you rotate this cube, like this is a square, sorry, and 1 and 2. Okay, so on the second attempt, this thing will come first of all here, then it will be here. So I think if you shade this one, this diagram will have a rotational symmetry of order 2. So rotational symmetry of order 2 means that when you give it a complete rotation of 360-degree, and how many times this figure will fit on its original uh, mark. Okay, so this is done. So here you have the marking scheme. So I can show you question number 2. Okay, so we are done with it. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question, question number 3. Olga writes a list of 5 numbers. The median of the numbers is 12. The mod of the numbers is 11. The range of the numbers is 10. The sum of the numbers is 75. Find the 5 numbers in the Olga's list. It's a bit of question. So let's see. Here we have. Here we have. See how I have tried to solve it. This is the way I solved it. Suppose the numbers are A, B, C, D, E, F. He said the median is 12. So this C value is 12. Then he said that the mod is 11 because in the middle number we have 12. So the 11 must be on the left side. And there are so obviously they are more than 2 numbers, more than 1 number. So because the mod is 11, so 11 will be placed here. So AB is 11. So I know this number, this number, this number. Then he says that the range is 10. So range is 10 means that the largest number and the smallest number, the difference between them is 10. So if this is 11, the largest number will be 11 plus 10. So that will be 21. Now I'm left with this number only. So then he said the sum of the 5 numbers is 75. So 11 plus 11 plus 12 plus D plus 21 equals 75. So you will have 55 plus D equals 75. So D will be equals to 75 minus 55, and that will be 20. So this number D is 20. So the numbers are 11, 11, 12, 20, and 21. This is a brand new question, style of the question, and we have done it in a certain way. Then it was possible to do it. So this question is important. Question number 3, 11, 11, 12, 20, 21. I hope you have understood this question. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question is question number 4. He says a part convert 4 kilograms to grams. So if you want to convert the kilograms into grams, what you will have to do, you will have to multiply it with 1000 because in 1 kilogram, there are 1000 grams. So we are going to, oh, sorry. Okay, so 4 multiplied 1000, that's 4000 grams. Very simple, straightforward. Question number 4, and it's a part. So 4000 is the right answer, sir. Okay, then he says the question number 4, and it's B part. He says convert 250 centimeter cube to liters. If you want to convert centimeter cube into liters, you will have to divide it with 1000 because in 1 liter there are 1000 centimeter cube. So what I will do, I will divide 250 centimeter cube with 1000. It will be converted into liters. So move the decimals, 250 divided by 1000. So the decimal will move 3 steps to the left. So the answer will be 0.25 liters. 0.25 liter is my answer. And that answer is right. Okay. So we are going to the next question, and that is question number 5. He says, in this question, all dimensions are given in centimeters. So A part is, here we have a parallelogram, and the diagram shows a parallelogram. Find the perimeter of the parallelogram. Perimeter means you add up all the outer sides. There are 4 outer sides, 2 sides of 6 centimeter, and the 2 other sides which are parallel to each other, they are of 11 centimeter. So you will add up all the 4 sides, and that will give you the perimeter. So it will be 6 plus 6 plus 11 plus 11. So here we go. So you will have 6 plus 11 plus 6 plus 11. That will be 34 centimeter. So the perimeter will be 34 centimeters. So our answer is right. So the question number 5, and it's B part. He says the diagram shows a trapezium. The area of the trapezium is 36 centimeter square. Find the value of the y. You know, the area of the trapezium is 1 by 2 into the height into sum of the parallel sides. So the height here is 4. One parallel side is 13. The other parallel side is y. The area of the trapezium is already given. That is 36 centimeter square. So very easily, just applying that formula, we can find the value of the y. So here we go. So 1 by 2 into height into sum of parallel sides will be equals to the area. So 1 by 2 into 4 into the bracket start, y plus 13 bracket close equals to 36. So you will have 2 bracket start, y plus 13 bracket close equals to 36. So y plus 13 is equals to 36 divided by 2. So y plus 13 will be equals to 18. So y will be equals to 18 minus 13. So the y value will be 5. So the y value is 5. Hopefully you understand. The answer is right. So the next question is question number 6 on your screen. It's A part. Jack uses number cards to make a 2-digit number. Complete the missing card to give a 2-digit number that is not a prime number. So if I write here 1, it will be a prime number. If I put 2 here, it will be a prime number. But if I write here 3, it will become 33, which is not a prime number. If I put 4 here, it will be a prime number. So we are looking for that number, which is not a prime number. So not a prime number. You can write 33, you can write 63, or you can also write 93. Okay, so these numbers will be not prime. Okay, so this is how we have done this. I hope you understand. Me says, I don't know how to pronounce this. When I add 2 multiples of 3, the answer is always a multiple of 6. Give an example to show that me is wrong. Okay, so if I add 2 multiples of 3, will the answer be always a multiple of 6? Let's say, for example, you take 15 and 6. If you add 15 and 6, the answer will be 21, and which is not a multiple of 6. I can give you this example. Let's check what I have written there. So, oh, very good. Another very good example there. If I add 12, which is a multiple of 3, and I add 3 in it, which is also a multiple of 3, the answer is 15, which is not a multiple of 6. They asked us to just write an example. So, correct example showing sum of the sum and the result, for example, 6 plus 9 is 15, which is not a multiple of 6. So, a very good question here. Then next question, question number 7, it's a part where we have workout. 2 by 7 divided by 1 by 3. So there are 2 fractions which are dividing with each other. So what I will do, I will convert this divide sign into multiply sign. And what will happen? The fraction which is after the divide sign, that will reciprocate. So let me show you. Okay, so 2 by 7 multiply 3 by 1. So it will be, the numerator will multiply with the numerator and the denominator will multiply with the denominator. So you will have 6 by 7. So 6 by 7 is the answer, sir, which is right. Okay. So question number 7 is B part. Here we have workout 5 by 6 plus 3 by 4. Give your answer as a mixed number. So I will take the LCM of the denominator, which is 6 and 4. That LCM will be 12. So 6 and 4, their LCM will be 12. So we will take that LCM, and here we go. So you will have the LCM is 12. You divide this LCM with this denominator, you will get 2. That 2 will multiply with this 5, so you get 10. You divide this LCM with this 4, you get 3. That 3 will multiply with this numerator. So 3 multiplied 3 is 9. So 10 plus 9 is 19. 19 divided by 12. So which is 1 whole 7 by 12. So my answer is 1 whole 7 by 12, which is the right answer, sir. Okay. So we are going to the question number 8. It's A part. He says a train leaves station at 7:43. The train arrives at the station B at 10:27. 10:27. Okay. Work out the time the train takes to travel from the station A to the station B. So I will simply subtract from 10:27. 7:43, and I will be able to tell you how much time it took. Okay, so on your screen you can see from 10:27 I'm going to subtract 7:43. So from 27 minutes I cannot subtract 43 minutes, so I will borrow from here, when I borrow 1 hour here, so here the 60 minutes will be added. So 27 plus 60, that will be 87. From 87 minutes, you subtract 43 minutes, you are left with the 44 minutes. Here you have 9 hours. From 9, you subtract 7, you get 2. So 2 hours and 44 minutes. I hope you understand this subtraction. So the time taken is 2 hours and 44 minutes. So let's check. 2 hours and 44 minutes is the right answer, sir. So we are going to the next. So the next question showing up on your screen is question number 8, and it's B part. He says a bus leaves the bus station at 6:25. It arrives at the airport at 7:05. The distance from the bus station to the airport is 24 kilometers. Calculate the average speed of the bus for this journey. Give your answer in kilometers per hour. You know, the average speed is the total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. So I can calculate how much time is taken. I know the arrival time. I know the departure time. From the arrival time, I will subtract the departure time. I will get the time. Then I will convert that into hours, and I will divide it with the distance. The distance will be divided by with the time, and you will get the average speed. So the arrival time is 7:05. The departure time is 6:25. So from 5 minutes, I cannot subtract 25 minutes. So I will borrow from here. 1 hour is borrowed from here. So here 60 minutes will be added. In the 5 minutes, you add 60 minutes. So you get 65 minutes. From 65 minutes, you subtract 25 minutes. You get 40 minutes. From 6 hours, you subtract 6 hours, 0. So this time is 40 minutes. So the time is 40 minutes. I will convert the time into hours for that purpose. If you want to convert the 40 minutes into hours, you will have to divide it with the 60. So 40 divided by 60, and that will be 2 by 3 hours. Okay. Now the average speed, the formula is distance divided by speed. The distance they have to travel is 24 kilometers. And distance divided by, sorry, I wrote something wrong here. This is not speed. This word is, by mistake, I wrote here speed. This word is time. Distance divided by the time taken. Okay. So it will be 24 kilometers divided by 2 by 3 hours. So it will be 24 multiple, when this 2 by 3 fraction, which is in the denominator, when it will come upstairs, it will flip. So 24 multiplied 3 by 2. So that will be 12 multiplied 3, that is 36 kilometers per hour. So the average speed is 36 kilometers per hour, and that is the right answer. I just by mistake wrote speed. The average speed is distance divided by time. Okay, so correct this. Hopefully you understand this. Okay, so we are going to the question number 9 there, and he says there are red pens, blue pens, and black pens in a box. There are X red pens. The number of the blue pen is 5 more than the number of red pens. So because this is 5 more than the red pen, so it will be X plus 5. And the number of the black pen is 2 times the number of the blue pen. So the black pens will be 2 bracket start X plus 5 bracket close. He says, write an expression in terms of X for the total number of the pens in the box. Give your expression in its simplest form. So the red pens are X, the blue pens are X plus 5, and the black pens are 2 times of the X plus 5. So let me show you. So the red pens are X, the blue pens are X plus 5, and the black pens are 2 times the blue pens. So 2 bracket start X plus 5 bracket close. So that will be 2X plus 10. So add up all the red pens, blue pens, black pens. So it will be X plus 5 plus 2X plus 10. So it will be 4X plus 15. So the expression for the total number of the pens is 4X plus 15. Let's check. 4X plus 15 is the right answer, sir. Okay, question number 9, and it's B part. He says the total number of the pens in the box is 27. Find the number of the red pens in the box. So I have found that expression for the total number of the pens, that is 4X plus 15. So that is equals to 27. So the total pens are 27. So that means 4X plus 15 is equal to 27. 4X will be equals to 27 minus 15. So 4X will be equals to 12. X will be equals to 12 by 4. And that will be 3. So the red pens were X, so that means the red pens are 3. Let's check. The red pens are 3. So question number 9, our answer is right. Okay. So this is how this is done. Okay, so we are going to the next part, and that is question number 10. He says, the scale drawing shows part of a field A, B, C, D. The scale is 1 centimeter to 50 meter. Okay, so what they want? They want me to measure the bearing of the C from B. They want me to measure the bearing of the C. They want me to measure the bearing of the C from B. Okay. So how you measure it? Basically, you have to measure this angle. From this north, you will go clockwise to the BC line, and that will be the bearing of the C from B. With the help of protractor, measure the angle between north and this, and you will come to know that this angle is how much. I have done this. That angle when I measured was 70 degrees. Okay, then their next part is question number, this is question number 10, and it's D part, B part, sorry. D is 250 meter from C and 300 meters from A, using a ruler and compass only to complete the scale drawing of the field ABCD. So they want me to draw the point D. So the point D is 250 meter from C and 300 meter from A. So according to my scale, 250 will be 5 centimeter and 300 meter will be 6 centimeter. So I will open my compass, and how much? I will open my compass 5 centimeter, and I will take C as the center, and I will draw the arc here of 5 centimeter radius. Then I will open my compass 6 centimeter. I will take A, the center, and then I will draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter. Where these two arcs will intersect each other, that will be my point D. Okay. So then I will join the C with the D and A also with the D. Let me show you very simple, straightforward question. So what I will do, I will open my compass. How much? I will open my compass 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter, and I will take C as the center, and I will draw this arc which is of 5 centimeter radius. Then I will open my compass 6 centimeter, and I will take A as the center, and I will draw this arc which is of 6 centimeter radius. Where these 2 points intersect each other, that is the point D. This is the point D. Okay. So this is how you will complete this quadrilateral. I hope you understand. Then he says there is a path across the field, and this is the C part. There is a path across the field. The path is equidistant from AB and the BC. So you are equidistant from two lines. So when you are equidistant from two intersecting lines, actually you have to draw an angle bisector. Here the common point is B. So what I will do, I will draw the angle bisector of the ABC angle. So this angle, I will have to bisect it. So I will open my compass, I will put it on B, I will mark an arc. I will draw an arc on the BC side, then I will draw an arc on the BA side, then I will put my compass on this point where the arc has intersected the BC, and I will draw an arc in the middle in here somewhere, and then I will put the compass needle here on the arc when the arc intersects the AB, and I will draw an arc here where these two arcs will be intersecting. That I will join that point with this vertex P, and that will be the angle bisector. So their question is, you have to do this. Let me show you. I have done this. So you see, I took B as the center, opened my compass, and then I draw this arc. Okay, and then I draw this arc. So my compass is centered here. Then I put my compass here. I took this point as the center, and I draw this arc. Then I put my compass here, and I draw this arc. Where these two arcs intersected, I joined this point with the B, and I prolonged it. So this is that angle bisector. So what they want is, that's it. So this is what they wanted. So now we are going to the next question. And before going to there, let me check You can see, hopefully you understand all this. And we have to, this is question number 10. You can see the question number 10 is completed. Okay, now we are going to the next question. That is question number 11. He says, by writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of 5.32 plus 3.97 divided by the square root of the 878. So we will convert them 5.32 and 3.97. So 5.32 is 5 and 3.97 is 4. 878, I will round it off to 900 because I have to take its square root. So 4 plus 5, that is 9. And the square root of the 900 is 30. So you can cut them with the 3. So 3 by 10, which means 0.3. So my estimate is 0.3. And that is right. Okay. Question number, then we have the question number next, and that question is question number 12. He says A part, he says A is equals to 5B plus 7. Find the value of the A when the B is minus 2. So I will substitute B with minus 2. And so A will be equals to 5 multiplied with the minus 2 and plus 7. So it will be minus 10 plus 7, and that is minus 3. So the A is minus 3. That is the right answer, sir. Then he says, question number 12, and it's B part, he says C is equals to 4D minus 9. So their question is rearrange the formula to make D the subject. So if you want to make D the subject, so what I will do, I will take this minus 9 to the other side, then this 4 will go on the side and divide. So here we have C is equals to 4D minus 9. So 4D minus 9 is equals to C. So 4D will be equals to C plus 9, and D will be equals to C plus 9 divided by 4. So C plus 9 divided by 4, the whole thing divided by 4, I mean. So yeah, our answer is right. Question number 13 coming up on your screen. He says Kamal records the number of phone calls he receives at work each day for 20 days. The results are shown in the table. 0 to 5, number of phone calls 0 to 5. So such in 9 days. 6 to 10 calls per day, the 5 days, 5 different days this happened. 11 to 15 calls per day. This happened on 4 different days, and 16 or more calls on 2 days. Okay, find the relative frequency of Kamal receiving 0 to 5 phone calls at the work in 1 day. So that the relative frequency will be its frequency divided by the total. Total is 20. So it will be 9 by 20. So let's check. Question number 13. 9 by 20 is the answer, sir. Okay. Question number 13, and it's B part. He says Kamal works for 160 days. Find the number of these days Kamal would expect to receive 11 or more phone calls at work. So 11 or more phone calls in 20 days, they are 6. So 6 divided by 20 multiply 160. So in 20 days, this much calls, the 11 calls per day or more. So there are 6. This happens on 6 days in 20 days, out of 20 days. So out of 160 days, how many days this will happen? 6 by 20 multiply 160. So it will be 6 into 8, and that is 48. So on 48 days, this will happen. And our answer is right. So we are going to the next question. That is question number 14. He says, write a part. He says 42,000 in the styrofoam. Okay, so very simple. The decimal is here. So I will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will become 4.2 into 10 raised to power 7. 4.2 x power 7 is the answer, sir. Question 14A part. Okay, so that is the right answer, sir. Okay, then we have question number 14 and it's B part. He says evaluate 1.3 x power minus 4 plus 7.4 x power minus 3. So we have to have the same power. So if I move this decimal one step here, this will become 1 positive, so it will become minus 3. Then I can take 10 raised to power minus 3 common. So I think I said something wrong. This decimal should go this way, then the power will be added. Sorry, I think I said this decimal will go this way. So let me do it again. So I will move this decimal one step to this. So a power will be added here. So it will become 0.13 and 10 raised to power minus 3 and plus 7.4, 10 raised to power minus 3. 10 raised to power minus 3 will be taken as common. So what will happen? We will have 0.13 plus 7.4 in the bracket, and 10 to the power minus 3 is common. So when you add 0.13 with the 7.4, you get 7.53. X power minus 3 is the answer. 7.53 x power minus 3 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so here we have question number 15. He says the triangle ABC is mathematically similar to the triangle CBD. AB is 5 centimeter and the AC is 7 centimeter and the BC is 8 centimeter. Calculate the BD. Okay, from this name I can make the ratio. AB will be divided with the CB. BC will be divided with the BD and AC will be divided with the CD, and then I can find out that side BD. Okay, so let me show you how we have done this, because the names are given. So from the names I can very easily. Okay, so here we have AB divided by the, because they are two similar triangles, so their sides will have the same ratio. The corresponding sides will have the same ratio. So we will have AB divided by the CB will be equals to the BC divided by the BD equals to the AC divided by the CD. AB is 5, CB is 8, BC is 8, BD is question 7, AC is 7, CD is we don't know. So their basic question is find BD, so we cross multiply. I will take only these two fractions and they are equal to each other. So what will happen? So BD will be equals to 64 divided by 5 and the BD will be equals to 12.8. So the BD will be 12.8, the BD will be 12.8, and that is the right answer, sir. You can see here. So let's go to the next question. Okay, so this is how this is done. I hope you understand this. Okay, question number 16 coming up on your screen. He says the region R is defined by these inequalities. So what I will do, I will draw these lines. The first line is y is greater than 2x, and the second line is x plus y is less than 4, and x is greater than 0. I will draw these in lines. These are basically inequalities. So then I will be able to label the area R. Okay, let me show. So here you can see I'm going to draw. Okay. So we will draw this. Okay. So here we have. Okay. So this is the line y equals to 2x. At 0, it will be 0. At 1, it will be 2. At 2, it will be 4. I put these dots and then I join them. So this is the line. So because the crocodile mouth in this is towards y, so the area above this line is the required area. So this is the required area. Then this line, I will draw this line. I will take different values of x. I will take different values of y, obviously. I will take x values and the y will be automatically calculated. So when I will put x as 0, the y will be 4. When I will put x as 1, the y will be 3. When I will put x as 2, the y will be 2. When I put x as 3, the y will be 1. So then I will join these points, and this is the line I will get. So here you have this equation, x plus y is less than equals to 4, because the crocodile's back is towards the positive y. So the area below this is the required area. The area below this line is the required area, because crocodile's back is towards the y. Okay, the third one is the x is greater than equals to 0. So this is that inequality, x equals to 0. So because the crocodile's mouth is towards the x, so you have to remain on the right side of this. Okay, so you have to remain above this line, you have to remain below this line, and you have to remain to the right side of this line. So this is the required area between these three lines, and this shaded area I will name it as R. Okay, so you can see when I have drawn these lines, I have also made tables. Those small tables they will be helpful to you in drawing these lines. So this is that area R. So here we have question number 12, 17. It says A, B, C, and D are the points on a circle center O. Angle BAD is equals to 120 degree, and the angle OB and C is 20 degree. Find the value of the x. Okay. This is this is radius. This is also the radius. So this triangle is iso triangle. So if that angle is 20, so this angle will be also 20, and then I will this angle and the sum of this angle will be 180, because they are the opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral. So let me show you my solution. Okay, so here you go. So x plus 20 plus 120 is equals to 180. So you will have x plus 140. This is because the angle in the opposite segments are supplementary. So x plus 140 will be equals to 180. So x will be equals to 180 minus 140, and the x will be equals to 40 degrees. So the value of the x is 40 degrees. So our answers are right. Okay. So how much is the x? X is 40. So this angle is basically 40. Okay, then find the value of the y as a 2 marks question, and that's question number y. Question is find the value of the y. Okay. So this is 20, this is 20, so that's total 40. So how much will be this angle? So this angle will be, this angle, this is from 180 subtract 20 and 20, so you are left with 1 and 40. So this chord BC, when the angle subtended at the center by the chord BC is 140. So the angle subtended by the chord at the circumference will be half of this 140. So y will be equal to half of the 140. So BOC plus 20 equals to 180. So the angle BOC will be equals to 180 minus 40, that is 140. So the angle BOC is 140. The BDC will be equals to the half of the BOC, because the angle at the center is 2 times the angle at the circumference. So the BDC angle, I said BOC. BDC angle will be half of the BOC angle. So the BDC angle will be equals to 140 divided by 2, and the BDC will be equals to 70. So our answers are right. So this was question number 17. And I hope you understand this. So here we have question number 18. He says evaluate 125 raised to power minus 1 by 3. So very simple, 125 can be prime factorized, and that is when you prime factorize it is 5 raised to power 3. So 5 raised to power 3 raised to power minus 1 by 3. So 3 and 1 by 3 when they multiply with each other, so 3 and 3 will be cancelled. So you're left with 5 raised to power minus 1. So it will be 1 by 5. So question number 18A part, 1 by 5 is the right answer, sir. And then we have question number 18, and it's B part. He says here we have a raised to power 3 divided by 4a, and the whole thing is raised to power 3 by 2. So you are left with the a square by 4, and then you will so you are left with the a square by 4. 4 is 2 square. So this 3 by 2 power will be given to both the numerator and the denominator. So a square raised to power 3 by 2. Here you will have 2 square raised to power 3 by 2. So 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So a cube, here 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So 2 raised to power 3. So this is a cube divided by the 8. Our answers are right. This is question number 18. Question number 19. He says the mass of a bag of almonds is 125 gram. Correct to the nearest gram. Write down the lower bound of the mass of the bag of almonds. Because this is correct to 1 gram, so I will divide 1 with the 2. You get 0.5. So 0.5 gram will be added. You will get the upper bound. 0.5 gram will be subtracted. You will get the lower bound. So 125 plus 0.5, so 125.5 grams. And 125 minus 0.5, so you get 124.5. So the lower bound of the mass of the bag of the almonds, that will be 124.5 grams. Question number 19A part. So our answer is right, question number 19, and it's B part. He says the mass of a larger box is 500 grams. Correct to the nearest 10 grams. So divide 10 gram with the 5, you will add with 5 gram in it, and you will subtract 5 gram from it to get the lower bound and the upper bound of the mass of the larger box. Then you will take the small mass of the small box is 250 gram, correct to the nearest 10 gram. So 10 gram divided by 2, that is 5 grams. So 5 gram will be added to, so you get 255 gram. That is the upper bound of the mass of the small box, and 250 minus 5, that will be 245. That will be the lower bound. Calculate the upper bound of the difference between the mass of the larger box and mass of a small box. So we have to find out the difference of the mass, which is a bit difficult, I think. Okay. So the M2 is the larger box, so that will be because it's correct to the 10 gram. So its upper bound will be 505 and its lower bound will be 495. The small box is 250 gram. This is also correct to nearest 10 gram. So its upper bound will be 255 and lower bound will be 245 grams. So then we have to find the difference between the M2 and the M1, and we want the largest difference. We want the upper bound of this difference. So if you difference, you want the upper bound. So the M2's largest value and the M1 smallest value should be taken. So 505 minus 245, so it will be 260 gram, 260 gram. So hopefully you understand. Let me show you the whole question. So it becomes a little easy for you. So this is the whole question. My answer is 260 grams. So let's check. 260 gram is the right answer, sir. Okay, so we are going to the question number 20. He says f of x is equals to 2 minus 4x, the whole thing divided by 5. So we want to first of all find out the f inverse of x. F inverse of x. So very simple. I will suppose, first of all, that f of x is equals to y. Look at this methodology. Okay, So first of all, I will suppose that let f of x equals to y, which means x is equals to f inverse of y. So f of x, in the place of f of x, I will write its formula. So that will be 2 minus 4x, the whole thing divided by 5 is equals to y. So 2 minus 4x is equals to 5y. So minus 4x is equals to 5y minus 2. So 4x will be equals to 2 minus 5y. I've taken that negative to this side. And so 4x is equals to 2 minus 5y. So x will be equals to 2 minus 5y. The whole thing divided by the 4. And so in the place of x, I will put this f inverse of y. So f inverse of y will be equals to 2 minus 5y divided by 4. So then I will change the variable on both the sides. So f inverse of x will be equals to 2 minus 5x divided by 4. So 2 minus 5x divided by 4. So this is how you find the inverse. 2 minus 5 divided by 4 is the right answer, sir. Okay, then in the question number, and this is question number, I think 20, and then they want me to find out f of x minus f of 2x. So very simple, straightforward question. So let me show you. So f of x, so it will be 2 minus 4x divided by 5 minus f of 2x, wherever is the x, just substitute it with the 2x. So you will have 2 minus 4 into 2x, the whole thing divided by 5. So what will happen? You will have 2 minus 4x divided by 5 minus, and here you will have 2 minus 8x divided by 5. So because the denominators are same, so we will have a single denominator. So you will have 2 minus 4x minus bracket start 2 minus 8x bracket close, the whole thing divided by 5. So it will be 2 minus 4x minus 2 plus 8x, the whole thing divided by 5. And then you are left with 4x only and divided by 5. So my answer is 4x divided by 5. So let's check. 4x by 5. So now we are on the question number 21. He says the table shows the heights of 180 sunflowers. So the frequency is given. So here we have to complete the histogram. So in the histogram, we have the frequency density. If you want to find out the frequency, you need to know the class width. How you find the class width? From this upper boundary, subtract the lower boundary. So 120 minus 100. So the class width here will be 20. 140 minus 120. The class width here will be 20. 150 minus 140. The class width here will be 10. 160 minus 150. The class width here will be 10. So if you want to find out the frequency density to make the histogram, so you will divide the frequency with the class width. So 28 divided by 20, 60 divided by 20, 68 divided by 10, and 24 divided by 10. Let me show you. I have done this. So hopefully you can see this. So the frequency density is equal to the frequency divided by the class width. So I will try to find out the class width here. 20, 20, 10, and 10. So divide the frequency with the class width. 28 divided by 20, that is 1.4. 60 divided by 20, that is 3. 68 divided by 10, that is 6.8. And 24 divided by 10, and that is 2.4. So once I know the frequency density, then I can complete the histogram. So here you can see the first class, the histogram is up to 1.4. In the second class, which is from 120 to 140, the histogram is up to 3. The frequency density is basically 3. From 140 to 150, the frequency density is 6 point something, I think. 6.8. And this is up to 2.4. So this is how you make this histogram. And let me show you the table also. So you can see on your screen, you can see the histogram formed and the frequency density is calculated. So this is how you do question number. So we are done with the question number 21. Okay. So here we have question number 22. He says the diagram, here we have. The diagram shows the graph of y is equals to 1 by x plus x by 2. By drawing a tangent, estimate the gradient of the curve when x is equals to 2. So at x equals to 2, I will draw a tangent. Let me show you. I have done this. Okay. So here when the x is 2, I have drawn this blue colored tangent. So then they want me to find out the gradient of this tangent. So gradient of that tangent, and that whatever will be the gradient of that and that tangent, that will be the gradient of that curve there. So I will take 2 points on this line. For example, I can take 0, 1, suppose. So I'm going to take 2 points on that tangent. 1 point I have taken is 0, 1. The other point I have taken is 2, 1.5. So then I will find the gradient. The gradient is 1 point y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. It will be 1.5 minus 1, the whole thing divided by 2 minus 0. So that is 0.5 divided by 2, that is 0.25. So the gradient of the curve when the x is equals to 2 is 0.25. He says from 0.2 to 0.4. So my answer is 0.25, which is right. Then he says by drawing a suitable line on the grid, find the solution of this thing. Okay, so let's check the original equation. Okay. In the original equation, you have 1 by x here. Okay, that is good. So here you will need an x plus 2. This and this thing, those things I will take to the other side of the equal. And let me show you. Okay. So you see 1 plus x minus 5x by 2 plus 1. I will take these two terms to the right side. So 5x by 2 minus 1. So here I am left with 1 by x. So I will try to make this equation. Okay. So x by 2 is missing. So I will add x by 2 on both the sides. So this is that main graph, x1 by x plus x by 2. This is that graph whose graph you have is already drawn on that grid. And on the left side, you are left with you see 3x minus 1. So this is your line. This curve is already there, and this is my line. So I will make y is equal to 3x minus 1. So I will take some values of x. For example, in this equation, in the place of x, I will put 0. Then in the place of x, I will put 1, 2, and 3. I will calculate what is the value of the y, and then I will plot these points on that curve. I have done that, and you can see when I plotted them, I got this blue line. Okay, so I plotted this point, this point, this point, and then I joined them with each other to get this blue line. Okay. So basically they want me to find out the solution. So solution will be this point and this point, okay? So the answer will be minus 0.5 and 0.75. These are the point of intersection of that line and that curve. So let's check. So our answers are in these range. So this answer is right, sir. Okay, so we are going to the next question. Here we have question number 7. This is 17, I think, yeah. And he says A is equals to 3 minus 1 to 0. Find A inverse. First of all, I will find out the determinant A, and then I will find the adjoint A, and then I can find the A inverse. A inverse is equals to 1 by A determinant into adjoint of A. So we will have A determinant will be you multiply this with this minus, then you multiply this with this. Okay. So 3 into 0 minus 2 into minus 1. So it will be 0 plus 2, and that is 2. in the adjoint, we change the position of these 2 points and we change the sign of these 2 points. So you will have 0, 1, and -2 and 3. So the A inverse will be equals to 1 by A determinant into the adjoint of A. So it will be 1 by 2 into 0, 1, -2, and 3. So when you divide all these members with the 2, you get 0, 1 by 2, -1, and 3 by 2. So this is the A inverse, which is the right answer, sir. Okay, then we have question number 23, and it's the B part. He says AX is equal to 7 by 4, find the X. So when this A will go on the other side, it will become A inverse, and we already know what is the A inverse. So because the A is written on the first position on the right side, so on the left side, sorry. So when its inverse is written on the right side, it will be also on the first position. So X will be equal to A inverse into this matrix and the column vector, and A inverse we already have done. So it will be 1 by 2, 0, 1, -2, 3. So this row will multiply with this column, and then this row will multiply with this column. So it will be 0 plus 4 divided by the -14 plus 12. So you will have 1 by 2 outside. Here you will have 4, and here you have -2. This 1 by 2 will multiply with both of them. So 1 by 2 multiply 4, the answer will be 2, and 1 by 2 multiply -2, the answer will be -1. So this is how you can do this, and let me show you the whole question. Okay, so this is how this is basically done. Okay. So you can see our answers are right. Okay, so we are going to the next question, and that is question number 24. So here we have, he says solve x by x -1 -5 by x -3 equals to 1. So on this side, what I will do, I will take the LCM. In LCM, both of these expressions will come. So here we have, so in my LCM, so in the LCM, both of these denominators will come. So here upstairs, you will have x into x -3 -5 into x -1 equals to 1. Okay, so when you multiply these two, so you will get x squared -3x -5x plus 5. And multiply these two brackets with each other, you will have x squared -3x -x plus 3, and that equals to 1. So you will have upstairs x squared -8x plus 5, and downstairs you will have x squared -4x plus 3 equals to 1. So we will cross multiply. So we will cross multiply here. So you will have x squared -8x plus 5 is equals to x squared -4x plus 3. So x squared and x squared will be cancelled. So you are left with -8x plus 4x equals to 3 minus 5. So -4x equals to -2, minus will be cancelled. 4x equals to 2, x will be equals to 2 by 4, and x will be equals to 1 by 2. So this is how this is done. So let me show you the whole question. So hopefully you can see this. The whole question is showing up on your screen. Let me check the answer. So the x is 1 by 2 is the right answer, sir. Okay, so next question we have is question number 25. Okay. Here we have, he says that question number 25, OCB is a triangle. Okay, A is a point on the OC such that the OA ratio AC is 1:3. So in the ratio, if this is 1, OA is 1, then the AC will be 3, and this whole thing will be 4 in the terms of ratio. X is the midpoint. So if this is 1, and in the ratio, this is also 1. From O to A is A, from O to B is B. So they can find the position vector of the X. Give your answer as simply as possible in terms of A and B. So first of all, what I will do, my strategy is find the BC value, then I will find BX, then I will be able to find our OX. OX will be O to B, from B to X. So this is the only question they have asked us to find out. And okay. So we can do that. This is a 3 marks question. There is no problem in doing it. Okay. So let me show you how this we have done this. Okay. So first of all, OC divided by OA is given, that is 4 by 1. So OC will be equals to 4 into OA. So OC will be equals to 4A. Okay, then I know the BC will be equals to BO plus OC. So BC will be equals to minus B plus 4A. Okay, then we have the BX by the BC, that is 1:2. BX by the BC, that will be 1 by 2, I mean. So the BX will be equals to 1 by 2 of the BC. The BX will be equals to 1 by 2, bracket start 4A minus B. So then we have, I will find OX. OX will be equals to OB plus BX. OX will be equals to small b plus 1 by 2, bracket start 4A minus B, bracket close. So it will be b plus 2A minus B by 2. So b minus B by 2, that will be positive B by 2, and plus 2A is left. Okay. So the OX will be equals to B by 2 plus 2A. So this is how you find the OX, and 2A plus half the B. 2A plus half the B is the right answer, sir. I hope you understand this strategy. So let me show you the whole, I want to show you the question with the diagram also. Okay. So this is how it is done. Let me increase the size so you can see it much clearly. Okay. So this was the last question of this paper. I hope you have learned from this video. Let me reduce the size so you can see the whole thing together. So this is that question. I hope you understand. This was the last question. And my dear students, we are done with this paper. And so we are done with this paper. This was May, June 2024, DMaths 4024 1-2 paper. In this video, we have presented you the solution of this paper. And this was done to the best of my abilities and to the best of my skills. I have tried my best to explain you and describe you. But if I have made some mistake, please forgive that. And please subscribe this channel. Also like this video. And please share the link of this video on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, on your TikTok, everywhere, every platform. Please share the link of this video, because when you will do this, you will help me to promote my channel, and the many students around the globe will be able to sit at their home, and without spending any money, they will be able to practice the past papers of the DMaths 4024. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day. God bless you all.